Now we will discuss three-dimensional animation production post-process or 3D animation. In 3D animation, modeling or the modeler receives the characters from the concept artist. Character designers or modeler begins to model a three-dimensional character using programs such as Autodesk Maya, 3D Max Studio, and many other softwares. When modeling, the base object can be chosen from the primitive shapes such as a cube, a sphere, a cylinder. Through the manipulation of individual elements, original mesh is transformed into a character. Next comes texturing. Texturing begins after the character model is final. The entire mesh is unwrapped into a 2D plane or a 2D file, and a texture artist begins painting and adding details of the characters after finalizing the UV map of the character. It is then wrapped onto the character to give it a complete look. After that comes rigging. A rigger first starts with designing and constructing a skeleton rig of the character and then adds joints followed by inverse kinematics and forward kinematics handles. This is followed by adding several controls or controllers to the body for movements, for different kind of movements like grip, point, etc. Then facial rig is constructed to give various expressions a character might emote. The last step in rigging is skinning the rig to the mesh, and this is then passed on to an animator to test it for any flaws or any other controller which might be required. Then animation begins. An animator first starts animating the body once each pose is set and the body movement conveys what the script requires. Then only the animator starts working on the facial expression. Animation is a tiring process. At times, an animator looks at the mirror for referencing and also makes short clips to study body movement for accuracy. Special effects. Effects such as water, smoke, fire are added later once animation is final. These effects are created using a complex particle system where each individual parameter such as wind, direction, flow, speed, surface friction, gravity, etc. can be controlled to bring it a desired effect required by the director. Rendering special effects sequences is often very expensive as it requires several hours of process. So, they are used sparingly and only if the script requires such effects. Lighting. Lighting is a very important part of the pipeline since it contributes to the mood and feeling of the scene. There are many different types of lights that are available to a lighting artist as they create the mood in a shoot. One advantage in lighting in 3D is that one can place a light right in front of the character or in the camera and it won't be visible in the final render. Lighting in a live action footage is closely matched with that of the virtually created shots so that the entire sequence is believable. Rendering. Rendering is the final step to output the frames and then they can be composited and edited. Rendering is the final step to output the frames and then they can be composited and edited. There are different renderers in every software such as hardware, software and mental ray. The look and feel of the final output is decided which would work best for the production or the script. Although editing is minimal when it comes to animation, but it enumerates any shot which needs to be altered. Often to save time on re-rendering shots are rendered in layers where background, character, foreground and shadows are rendered separately into different layers. This allows to change each layer individually while compositing and color grading. Rendering 3D graphics requires high-end server-based machines to process each frame of the animation. It has now become a common practice now to outsource the processing of data to companies such as HP and Sony, who have dedicated servers to process and render large amount of data. Editing. Final rendered images or image sequences are then overlaid with special effects sequences. Later, text and sound is added and the final file is exposed into different formats as per the requirement of the project. As discussed previously, the process of editing when it comes to animation and graphics in particular begins in the pre-production phase itself, as reanimating or re-rendering takes too long and is not cost effective. But still, when the data comes to the editing table, minor changes are required to redo shots which are out of sync or requires alteration. In this chapter, we have defined animation and graphics, enumerated technical advancements in the field of animation and graphics, elaborated on various areas where graphics and animation have become an inherent part of the digital production, and familiarized with the production pipeline for graphics and animation. Thank you for your attention. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture.